Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm going to be reviewing this product that I got from my friends over at Tessray. It is a physical control buttons to be installed on the Model Y. Now I'm not sure if it is compatible with the new Model Y, but I have the older Model Y, I guess. The older Model Y. And I have it installed right here. It just fits right in this this compartment, so the lid doesn't close all the way, but that's fine. It just looks looks pretty OEM. I like some of the functionality. You can't see right now because it's daylight, but you do see the light. See, there's a light. So this bar underneath here has a LED light, so when you open it up, it gives some light to shine inside your box. Excuse all the mess in here. And then what it connects with this USB wire to one of the power ports down there, so that's how it gets its power. And so it also adds another USB quick charge, so you could plug in another wire here to charge a second phone or another phone, but I have another wire that's connected to the inside to charge my phone from the mount, but you could have another wire for another phone. And then it has 4 buttons, so each of these buttons, there's 3 ways to activate it, and it comes with a handy sticker to help you remember. You could probably stick this somewhere, or you could just try to remember it. You may maybe stick it over here, I don't know. But so each of these functions, there's a single click, a double click, and a long press. So we'll show you the single click. So single click for the circle should be controlling the lights. So I'll show you the light right now. So it's off. I'm gonna press it, single click, and it turns on the lights. All the dome lights come on, and then another press, it goes off. The second one is the glove box. So the second button is the triangle. So that triangle button, so that's a single press of the triangle button, and it should open the glove box. Pretty cool. So you don't have to dig through the menu to do some certain functions. The next one, is the fold mirrors. So if I push this square, you'll see the mirror fold. Mirrors fold in and then goes out. That's cool if you're going through the car wash. Just push that really quick to get your folders, or if you're going through the going into your garage and it's a tight space, just push that really quick instead of digging through the menu. Close your mirrors. I'll show you some of the long presses. So all the long presses basically control the seat. Let me go wide angle here. So long press of the first button, the seat goes forward. It's making that noise because I have these seat covers on it, so nothing wrong with the seat. And the long press of the second button, the seat moves back. Long press of the third button, the headrest portion moves forward. Long press of the last button, you could guess it goes back. So that's actually pretty cool, because when you use the menu in here to control the seats, what I noticed is when you push that, it moves the seat and the headrest at the same time, and sometimes you'd only want to move one or the other. So that is kind of cool that you can control only one action of the motor for the seats. And then all of the double clicks does a certain function. So basically opens things. So double click of the first button. Well, let me move the seat back so you can see. So double click of the first button will open the passenger door, which is kind of cool because sometimes people don't even know how to get into. Oh, that was weird. The glove box just opened. But double clicking should open the passenger door, because that's kind of cool, because sometimes you have a friend or a guest that doesn't know how to open Tesla doors. So double press this, it should open that door. Let's see. Boom, the door opened. And so this one will be, the second one will be opening the passenger. So double press of this should open the passenger door. So we'll take a look. I'll press it twice. Boom, boom, boom. Door opened. Now the third button, it says it should open right there. Should open, double press of the third button, the square button should open the front, but I don't know why it doesn't work. I don't know if it's a software thing or there's a software update, but if I double press the square, boom, boom, nothing happened. So not sure about that one, but I guess one of the more important ones is the last one, is the triangle, double click that one should open the trunk. That's pretty useful. So let's see, we'll show you the back. Should open, press it twice, boom, door opens. Press it again, so I press it twice, boom, boom, it should close. There it goes. Pretty cool. So guys, thank you for watching my video. Let me end this video by quickly showing you the kind of install process. So let me run over to the back and show you how it was installed. All right guys, this is the back. So there's two portions of this install. Let me turn on this flashlight to show you what's going on here. So right there, this panel just pops off. Pretty easy to pop off. Just get in there with a little pry tool, pops it off. It's just a bunch of clips. And then, let me see if I could, not too bright. So you see there is the blue connector. So that blue connector is what is originally in the vehicle. And then this white connector here that goes in between the blue, that is what comes with this accessory. And basically you just unplug it and plug in that interface in the middle. And then there's another little box that gets shoved into the carpet right here. It's just a little box that is part of the control unit. I can't pull it out right now, but trust me, it's just shoved in there. So there's a little clip that holds that carpet in. You just have to, where's that clip? Let me see if I can find it. There it is. Just one of these push clips that you pry off to get this carpet open, and then there's a little control box that I shoved back in there. So that's pretty easy install right there. Just a little interface that you plug in between, and then shove that little box in here, and I'll cover this back up after I'm done. So then there's one more part which is a little more difficult, and it's under the front seat. So let's go into the front of the vehicle and I'll show you what's going on there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the front of the passenger seat. So I will say that this was a little bit difficult, not impossible. First of all, I think with the newer Model Ys, there is, I don't know if I could get it in the camera, but there is basically there is a screw right here in the front, and it is almost impossible to access with at least my 2023 Model Y, because you could actually see that bolt right here. I'm pointing at it. It is being blocked by this plastic piece, so there's no way you can access that bolt, at least no way that I know of, and therefore you cannot remove this side panel, and that is what the instructions call for, is removing this side panel. So basically what I did is just pull this panel, just kind of force, you could pull this out, and then voila, that wire right there, let me see if I could get this camera to be better, that wire, the blue wire right there, plugs into this box, which is a control for these switches. That is the wire that is supplied with this product. You need to unplug that wire that was originally there and plug in the wire that this product comes with, and then basically the original wire is that purple and yellow one that gets plugged in here, and then the original purple yellow one gets plugged into it's kind of like a splitter, the other end of that wire. And then the final step is, let me see if I could go wide, inside the very front, so right where I'm pointing, the front of the seat. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Let me see if I can turn on get some more light in here. There is a silver motor. It's difficult to see. It is right there. It's a silver motor. And then there's a cable that I'm focusing on right now. That cable needs to be unplugged, and then you plug in the other side of the cable that is supplied with this device. That is it. That is the full install, two-step process, front seat, back seat, and then this gets installed. That's pretty easy, just USB-C plug in. So guys, that is my review of this product. Overall, I think it's pretty useful that it supplies extra USB-C and some light inside and some useful functions. So guys, if you like this product, consider purchasing it over at TestRay. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Peace out.